Happy March 1st, students! I am so excited for you to do this last creative writing assignment. I know you've been looking forward to it your entire trimester of 7th and 8th English. The mystery of the moose head on the wall. That's right. Look at the black wall right now. There he is, our moose, our inspiration. So with our assignment, you are going to work in just a few moments to write about the mystery of the moose head on the wall. There's our moose head. I'm moving the screen so you can see him all the way. And now let's get back to what our goal is for today. I do want this to be a mystery. I want you to write me something that as I'm reading it I feel suspense. Of course I do not want any gore in it. I would want anything that you write to uphold our Christian values and principles. And I would like you to be very considerate about the fact that you're writing this as a Christian author. But I want it still to be very suspenseful. There's some great work that includes suspense that does not include gore nor anything that would be inappropriate. And I'm not even going to go into that list because you know exactly what I expect. It's time for you to create your last creative writing assignment for the trimester. This assignment is a time-honored tradition. I wrote this assignment for Miss Tori when I was a student at CBCS, and you have the opportunity to to write it now as a student of CBCS, and it's your last writing assignment that you're turning in to me. I can't wait to read your work. I do want to point out I want you to use great writing skills. So that means that you know that we have an hour-long class period. You need to use your mathematic skills and think about the fact that you need to divide the hour up in order to accomplish the 5 steps of writing. Make sure that you use good planning phase. You should spend 5 to 10 minutes coming up with your best ideas. I know that you want to just sit down and start writing right now, but we both know that your better writing happens after you've spent time planning. So if you sit down and just start pounding out the words on the keyboard, you are not presenting your best writing. You need to plan. Write out a simple plan, something as small as the first point, what do you want to happen in the beginning? The middle point, what do you want to happen out in the middle of the story? And the third point, what do you want to happen at the close? So just 3 main points would suffice, but take about 5 minutes. Your first idea is probably not your best idea. Come up with 3 ideas, come up with an outline for each of them, and then choose your favorite. That would be a great plan. Not required, but it's a great way to go about that planning phase. Second plan, write furiously. Get all of those ideas on paper. Write for 20 minutes without coming up for air. You know what I mean. 20 minutes without being distracted by your neighbor. 20 minutes without trying to think of what word should come next. If you can't think of a word, just put a little line so you remember to come back and check it out. Persevere, press on, you can do this. Step 3, revise, read your work, looking at the content. Was it interesting? Did it address the topic well enough? Did it accomplish your goal? Is it a mystery? Does it include the moose head? Look at the content. Change some things around. If you have one part of your story and then you move to a second part of your story and there's not a good transition, make that transition clear. 4th step, edit. Some people like to switch these 2 steps. They like to do the editing first and then the revision. That is totally fine. You can do that. But if you edit first and then you revise, you're going to need to edit again after your revision. Editing means that you read carefully, you check for spelling and punctuation errors, capitalization errors, you make your corrections where necessary. Spend about 5 to 10 minutes doing that. And finally, publish, turn your work in. Job well done. Share your awesome story with someone. If your teacher allows you, use the last few minutes to read your favorite 5 sentences of the story or to summarize the entire story and just tell them what happened in your story. That would be a great way. Make sure that you use some good planning skills. Okay, so let me go next to our rubric. I'm going to Google share this with each of you, but this has the rubric on the computer on the dock for you. You'll begin by watching this short video, and the URL will be there in just a moment. Make sure you use the goals, which is that you employ the writing steps. And then here we have your rubric. I want to see great conventions, meaning I don't want spelling errors or grammar, capitalization, punctuation errors. Make sure that your sentences are well formed. Make sure you have unique details. You know, what is the mystery of the moose head on the wall? Well, maybe your mystery is that behind the moose head there's a secret compartment, and that's where someone hid treasure. Or maybe it's that the moose head is not really a moose head, it's someone and he's watching a dinner party, and then maybe in the dinner party something's going to disappear, or someone's going to disappear, and everyone's going to find out that it was the moose head somehow that was the perpetrator, because the moose head really was Uncle Schmo, who just had a moose head on his head and was hiding behind a fur coat. You know, you get to come up with the mystery however you would like. Be creative. Ideas, is it interesting? Is it informative? Did you use good word choice? It says use scholarly and topic-specific vocabulary. Well, that would be grade appropriate. So I would like to see something that you wrote that, you know, one of my precious daughters wouldn't be able to write because they don't have the word vocabulary that you have. And then again, sentence fluency. Make sure that it's easy to read. So there's the plan. I can't wait to read your writing. I wish that I had the opportunity to be with you today, but because my sweet baby is not well, I am with her, and I'm so thankful I can be with her. Please use your time wisely. Work the entire hour. You know what I expect of you as a class, and I'd like to see you use this time in a great manner. You can Google share it with me should you choose to type it. You're certainly welcome to do that. If you write it, you would want to use the time during the edit phase to rewrite your work, not turning in anything sloppy. Remember, if you turn it in and it has scribbles on it, you will not get credit. It has been a joy to teach you all this trimester, and I hopefully will be able to see you tomorrow. I look forward to that. Have a great day.